Hello, my name is Bruno, and this is BrunoVision. Follow me.
No.
Hey, yo, Bruno. Ready to get up?
What?
Did you go back to bed?
Yeah, I just, when you just need like
Dude, it's like 3 p.m.
2 more minutes. Okay. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. You want to go to the beach?
Yeah, I could go to the beach. Ow! Oh! How's my hair look?
Looks good.
Let's go.
I can see that you don't know what you've got yourself into. You've been creeping so deceiving. Better watch how you move. My own team is undefeated.
Vote out against the Canadian government to try to kill me, so they should know I'm here.
I'm on the assassination list.
Oh my
I'm
god.
on the assassination list. So you have to be smart and go, who destroyed my people? Oh, the church.
The church.
Oh, Vatican.
The
Why?
Vatican.
Because you were
What
white
about
slaves.
the Pope? The Pope seems kind of cool though.
No comments. Everybody knows what he does. There's a guy at the end of the boardwalk who wrote an expose on the Vatican. He worked for the Pope. So
Okay,
we
I'll
know.
talk to him next.
The thing is, people are too traumatized to think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then the ones who have the answers are hiding because they got letters from the government.
Like that.
Thing is, you have to address the issue. It's like, I have a running nose. Will art help my runny nose? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You can try it out. You can put art on my nose.
Right.
Maybe it'll stop leaking.
That's true.
Why should we not bomb Syria? It's fun. No, it's not fun. My friend says it's horrible.
Your friend said that?
I love the ring.
Thank you.
What is it?
It's like the angel pulling the devil.
Oh, which one are you?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. My friends, welcome to BrunoVision. My name is Bruno, and this is my vision for the world. Today, our vision fairy is Therese Gardiner. She's one of my good friends, a very talented visual artist, and she knows more about me than I wish she did.
That's very true, actually.
Therese, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Bruno. Appreciate it.
Yeah. As someone who is only half Mexican, I feel increasingly in touch with my Latin heritage, especially living here in LA. I'm curious, as someone who is part Puerto Rican, do you feel close to your roots?
Not at all.
Actually, yes. I eat mofongo like all the time. I'll sometimes just ask people if they're Puerto Rican so I can bond over something special. I get a lot of male attention, so I like connecting with females. Yeah, I just feel like my Puerto Rican culture, in a way, has defined my artistic experience, which is surprising because I'm not close with that side of my family, but I really feel just like speaking Spanish to different people and experiencing language has been a top 10 thing in my life. Top 5 maybe.
Wow, that's really beautiful, Therese.
Can you ask you a couple questions?
We're all artists.
Oh, you're all artists? What kind of art do you make? Magic?
Martial arts.
Martial arts?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I actually am very interested in martial arts. Oh God, okay, we're gonna go. Therese, tell me the moment you realized you could make it in the art world.
Well, when I was about 15, I got this commission from this lady. This must have been one of my first commissions, and she wanted me to do a portrait of 15 of her very kind of almost strange-looking family members. And as the portrait went on, it just got like increasingly creepier and creepier and creepier, and the faces got worse and worse. And by the end, she was asking me for pictures, and I told her I'd shipped it, but I couldn't get the heart to ship it, and I just told her that I shipped and it got lost in the mail.
So you lied and
I
never
lied.
sent the
Yeah.
painting, and that's when you knew you made it.
Yes, I knew I wanted a career in art after that.
Describe your style as a person and as a painter, and how those may or may not relate to each other.
Okay, I think they do relate to each other, but it's funny because I'm a very dark and like serious person when it comes to all the time I spend with myself. And you think my art, because I do it all alone in my bedroom, would kind of reflect that. But my art is like crazy and fun and colorful and goofy, and I think that
Do you
it's
need
the
company in
way-
your bedroom?
I do need company in my bedroom. Yeah, you can get me a stuffed animal of some kind, you know.
Keep going.
And I think that my art kind of is what I chase in life, wanting life to be goofy and fun and beautiful and not so dark and serious like I can be and stuff.
So, did you answer the question?
I think I did.
Okay.
You tell me.
How did it feel when you found out you were one of Time Magazine's Rising Stars of 2020?
Definitely wasn't one of Time Magazine's, right?
I mean, wow, what an honor to be in the company of like a Bill Gates and Papa John. It's been amazing. Time Magazine, it's like so huge, and I feel like time is all we have. So, I mean, rising star and something else is rising. It's not the moon.
Who the is this?
Baby, it's not what it looks
No,
like.
no. I thought we were exclusive.
Look who finally decided to get her ass off the couch.
Oh, really? I'm over here cooking for you, cleaning for you, massaging your toes, and this is what you do? Don't come home tonight. Don't come home.
That was perfect. You recently told me a story about refusing to sell a commission piece to the person who ordered it because your identity was so attached to the art and you didn't like the piece enough to sell it. I imagine this is a common occurrence in the art world where artists don't like what they make. How do you reconcile this issue and still maintain your integrity? And do you think art ever gets too personal?
I do think art gets too personal because I think
Do
like
your impression of what I say when you come over to my house.
there's not a time that I come over to Bruno's house or I don't show up at about like maybe 6 or 7 in the afternoon, and I open the door and Bruno's sitting like probably maybe like 5 to 10 feet away and goes, Therese, I got so f***ed up last night.
Wait.
Come in. I had such a crazy night last night. And he like walks over, gives me like one of those like soft little Bruno hugs. And goes
What
like,
do you mean soft?
little soft little hugs the way you walk about like that.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you describing me as soft? Everyone, like there are a bunch of people watching this.
I got this fancy cat, super antisocial. Don't worry if she doesn't trust you. You know.
Okay, just because my cat attacked you.
Physically made me draw blood.
That was very disrespectful, but weirdly accurate. Okay. I guess we'll continue. Oh my God! We have a new yes.
Yes.
We're doing a show about art.
Oh,
Art,
okay.
They actually stopped for us. This
We
is the first
did.
one. What do you think cheapens art? Like, do you think all these like people drawing hearts on walls is stupid, or do you like that?
I feel like around here it's really cool.
Oh, the cops are looking at you. Okay, we gotta go.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Good luck. Have
Okay.
fun.
All right. So there have been a lot of like popular, stupid murals on Abbot Kinney in Venice recently.
A real
With, like,
eyesore. Yeah.
Little hearts and people stand in front of them. Meanwhile, those artists make a ton of money, and then there are really talented artists who don't. What do you think about this viral art trend?
I think like what tends to happen, I see with viral art, is it takes something, and because it needs to be like mimetic, that's the word I'm looking for.
Mimetic.
Mimetic, that's what
poetic.
the word meme comes from, is, the word mimetic. But anyway, it has to kind of be like condensed down to some really translatable universal symbol. And so it takes something that should be like expansive and should be, built upon, and narrows it down to something that is simple and generally uninspiring and not fun to look at.
Well, at one point, does that art become inauthentic? Like,
It becomes
is it-
inauthentic because there's like no like creative process there. You're making something that you know people will like, and people are liking it because everyone else is liking it. People aren't liking it because it's beautiful. And so like, what are you making with your art? What are you trying to do with your art? You become kind of like it's supposed to be different, like a factory for other people's attention and eyes, rather than giving what you really got. Like, what do you have? What are you giving? I'm pretty sure you have more to give than hearts on a wall.
Well, and so you would never be fulfilled doing something like that.
I would not be.
What about people who like draw hearts on walls and
draw
make
heart-
like millions of Oh,
I draw hearts on walls all the time.
okay.
Sorry.
Um,
Not
you
your
get-
favorite, huh?
do you get paid to do it?
No.
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 But I can also be a little bit cocky and arrogant, and I'm proud of anyone who's making money off their art. So I
Would
feel
you
like a
make-
little bit of like a contraire, saying
Would
that,
you make
but
money if you could off of that stuff like that?
I think I would. I might sell a little bit of my soul for that.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what about the subjective price of art? Because there's no real. It's not like a shoe where you expect the shoe to be a certain amount of money usually, depending on the shoe. But like a regular tennis shoe. What exactly do you think?
I think as
About
much as I
pricing.
can criticize like viral art, if anyone's able to like create a social value around what they do, like that's what you're doing, right? Like you're liking it because like the entire world has an appreciation for this thing, whether or not you actually think it's beautiful or interesting. And so if you're able to create like a social value around what you're doing, like, I guess that's kind of like, the purpose, whether or not you're creating something beautiful. Like, I don't know. I do actually feel that way about it. It's like, can I get a piece? I'm just kidding. I will eat prosciutto off your face. Despite all the snide comments I've made.
Mirrors can't talk. Lucky for you, they can't laugh either. Your butt is probably super jealous of the amount of that just came out of your mouth.
Actually, I could agree with you on that one.
Wow, it sounds like a couple thoughts just crossed your mind. It must have been a long and lonely journey. I'll never forget the first time we met, but I'm sure I'm going to keep trying.
I feel a lot better about these when you have your toes and cream cheese,
Okay, why did you reject me when I tried to kiss you last week? I just figured
You're
we
gonna
should
ask
get
that
this
one.
out of the way. Yeah.
Despite being so beautiful and having such fantastic hair. And
Okay,
dope
don't make
style
this weird.
as a human
no,
being.
No, whoa.
You got a lot of great qualities, Bruno.
This is.
You got 6 shoes
I
all
did
the
not
time.
ask for you to
He
compliment
has a really
me.
fancy cat at home. That's
Who are
really
you
beautiful
talking
as well.
to? Just okay. I'm just asking you why you wouldn't kiss me, and it's fine. I just want to know because like we've never talked about it, and I feel like I don't know.
You
Now's a
should
good
clear
time.
the air on public television.
Yeah,
It's always usually the way it goes.
yeah. It's probably good to know.
Kind of have a really strong idea of a man, and he's like drinking beer while chopping wood in the woods, and can like strangle a bear with his bare hands.
Perfect. All right, we got that one.
And you kind of give me the feeling that you rescue the spiders in your kitchen.
Cut. Can we cut? Okay. What do you think it takes to build something real that picks up momentum of its own as an artist? And at what point does that truly make you an artist? And how do you then stay in this space as an artist?
I think I think there's a lot of people who they call themselves artists, but they do this, they sit on their phone for 30 minutes, first thing when they get out of bed, and they maybe make a couple things and they overprice it on Instagram. But I think what it means to really be an artist is you are involved as your life in the process of making something and building something and kind of trying to catch some wave of momentum with your art where your skill can their skill can parallel whatever images you're getting in your head because you've put the time and the work in. And so there's this separation between an artist and being an artist and making art, which is just a full-time gig, and it's something that you have to want to do, and I think it's real. But let's say 100 miles down the road, there's a nice, nutritious meal, and there's a salad and a steak there, and it's really good for you. But you have a candy bar that's 20 feet away. You're gonna go for the candy bar. And so at least as an artist, I try to remove all the junk in my life so that that flow state is the easiest thing or the most enjoyable thing in my day. So I don't spend time sitting on my phone or watching television, and I clear out all the things that are expediently enjoyable so that I can actually appreciate this thing that is a little bit more difficult, but in the end, the most enjoyable possible thing as a human being, which is to fall into making something when you're just sucked away for hours. But it's something that's hard to appreciate unless you don't have any other really easy, enjoyable things around, that are distractions.
So you'd rather eat leaves than enjoy a candy bar?
Any day, yeah. Gotta keep those abs tight, Writing down, don't eat candy. Yeah.
This girl. Interview? What do you think?
Am I?
Oh, and she's on FaceTime. Come on, get this. We got a friend on FaceTime here. This is a traffic stop interview.
Yes, it is.
What do you think is the most important thing about expressing yourself?
We were just having this conversation.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cosmic madness happening.
When somebody can when you can be your fullest self, completely
unedited, on fire, and somebody else can witness that, that is your highest being.
Oh, okay, we gotta go. There's a man named Jason Silva who is smart, and he is a philosopher. He's a new age philosopher of some kind, and he has a podcast called I don't know the name of it, and he talks a lot about the state of flow and how you get into the state of flow and how do you maintain it. And for a surfer, for instance, the state of flow is dropping into that wave, and you can almost feel the energy when you watch a surfer kind of just gliding through the ocean, and they get lost in that, and you're lost watching it. As an artist, it's a little bit less concrete. So how exactly do you feel in terms of the flow state about getting into it? And do you even know when you're in it?
I would say so. I wouldn't actually think that there's that much different from the surfer flow state. You couldn't just I can't go paddle out there right now and go drop into a wave and feel that flow. They've been doing that for years. I think it takes the same amount of that trudging process to the point where you can get to the flow state where it is this muscle memory thing in your brain. The flow state becomes part of your body in the way that you work. And so I don't think it's much different actually than the surfer thing. I think it's pretty much it works about the same. And what was the second part of your question?
I don't remember, but tell everyone why you eat quail eggs all the time.
Why I eat quail eggs? So my family started raising quails in our backyard, and they had about 100 of them. And we became so abundant that if we didn't eat them, they would go rotten on the counter. And so I pretty much lived purely off of quail eggs for about 2 months last time I was home. So they're really good for you, and they taste great, you know.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in your art in the future? And how are you going to get there?
Yeah, I really wish that was an easy question, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing with myself in the future.
You told me to ask you this.
Yeah, no, this is a good one. I have a question. I have an answer for this.
You just said you don't know.
Yeah, but I understand that, like, you kind of just have to always follow wherever you're curious. Like, if you're not enjoying what you're doing and kind of like entrenched in it, then it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to become anything good. So right now I'm on the path of just like, you know, you're following where you're interested. Is that not a good answer?
It's just, it's generic and like not what I wanted to hear.
Maybe it's generic, but I'm also not a successful artist. So maybe you should have asked a successful artist.
No, you are a successful. She is successful. I'm getting really good people on the podcast.
You can cut that one out.
Thank you, Therese. Therese. Is it Therese or Therese?
Neither. It's Therese.
This has been BrunoVision. We'll see you next time.
Crazy. Yes, sir, guys. Slat.
Wow, slat.
Yeah, slat. Yeah,
No kizzy.
No kizzy.
No kizzy.
No kizzy.
Already
Hold on.
Say, I'm in the Versace robe, no kizzy.
Say no. Say slat.
Okay.
Say slat.
Yo, slat. I'm
Yes,
in the
sir.
Versace robe.
We're going crazy.
No kizzy.
We're going crazy.
What you say?
I'm in the Versace robe. No kizzy.
No kizzy.
Slat.
Slat.
I think I grew into that. I started, leveled up.
Yeah. Tell them again.
Yo, slat. I'm in the Versace robe. No kizzy.
No kizzy, bro. I bet, bro. Y'all see
Yeah. You too.